What is up, guys? I just stubbed my toe on a Saturday, but we're rocking and rolling. We're ready to go. Woof! I can't talk, guys. I can't talk, but we're here and we are excited. We have had a good day so far. We woke up feeling extra lean, guys. Extra lean. So we're about 4 or 5 days into a calorie reduction, and it's definitely feeling good. Body weight is still very similar, but we're leaner. Yesterday, we started having ab veins again, so that's super dope. Just feeling good, feeling less bloated down here, feeling a little tighter, so it's good. But we're ready for meal number one, and we are kind of behind schedule. We redid our Saturday schedule, so we're going to do our burpees at 12 p.m. instead of 11 a.m., and that's okay. We're adaptable. And that actually is what makes sustainability such a cool thing, right? It makes it sustainable when we're adaptable. The rigid thinking is how we mess everything up. But let's make sure everything is rocking and rolling like it's supposed to. And then we're going to cook some food, guys. We're going to get some food in our bellies. Bellies. Cool, man. So how is everybody's morning? We're cooking some food. We're about an hour behind schedule, but that's because we hopped on a group call and it was super good. I'm so glad I hopped on that call. I felt like there was a lot of value. I was a member of the call. It wasn't a group call that I was hosting, but it was super good. And thoroughly enjoyed it. So guys, what's up? Happy Saturday. How is it going? How is everybody's Saturday going so far? What are you doing on your Saturday? I apologize for the noise, but I am doing a burpee challenge, live streaming the whole thing in about 2 hours. So we're going to eat, let it digest a little bit, and then we're going to pop over to a live stream over there, and we are going to do 500 burpees 4 times. And we're going to try and do it under an hour. We'll see. We're gonna call our shot. We're gonna throw it out there. That's what we're shooting for today. We'll see kind of where that lands, but I think it's possible. I think it's fairly realistic, but we'll see. I don't know how I'm going to fatigue over time, right? So I don't know what that I think the biggest concern I have is the local muscle fatigue in my low back, right? What does that actually look like as the reps start to get higher, combined with, because we have to be mindful, right? It is monotonous. So those 500 burpees in a couple hours are going to be monotonous. So can we keep up the mental capacity to do them in an efficient manner once we get past like rep number 70? I think that's where the mental game will come into, about 70 reps in. And that is so far away from the end, right? So we'll see how that goes. We're doing 500 burpees for time in a little bit, in about 2 hours. We're going to get our first meal in, get some food in our belly. But I'm feeling good, guys. Like I told you guys, when I woke up this morning, feeling lean. We went on our walk. We've gotten some good product. Like we've been productive today, but definitely leaner, which is amazing. And that's also the function, right? Like we're moving after that. So we were at about 3,000 calories about a week ago per day. Felt like we were getting a little soft, a little pudgy, especially in the power pooch. I carry all of my fat. I call it the power pooch right here and right here. And then I've got puffy nipples, but that's where I carry my fat. And so we noticed we were getting like a little softer on the middle. And I was like, okay, cool, man. Too many calories. Let's bring it down just a little. Again, be adaptable. That's the best way to win this game. Be adaptable, be flexible, constantly be willing to live in that gray zone, right? The gray zone is where the winner's circle is, because most people cannot maintain 100% output all of the time. Most of us are not racing motors, high performance engines, right? We can't redline our RPMs for hours at a time without blowing the engine. We weren't made for high performance, high production, right? So it's all about balance. We can go fast, we can go hard, but then we got to let it cool off a little bit too, right? It is that balance that allows us to be successful and reach all of our goals, because we can, right? We definitely can. We can win at life. We can achieve all of the goals we want to while living in that gray area, right? The pendulum swings. It's a zero-sum game. The vector has to be zero. And so If you push far too hard in one direction, life's going to smack you on your ass. Like it's just going to freaking knock you over. It is going to destroy you. And so engineer your success around that principle. It exists. The universe operates that way, whether you like it or not. And so you may as well figure out how to game that system so that it doesn't knock you out of the game, right? We want to win. So let me know how it's going. I'm super distracted right now. I've been super distracted the past couple days. Like I just can't seem to concentrate while I'm talking to you guys and cooking at the same damn time. But it's okay. It's a learning experience, right? But we're cooking breakfast also with the current calories. What I've noticed is yesterday I pushed really, really hard in the gym. And right now, like I told you guys, like I was just feeling super depleted back here yesterday, like in the upper body pulling. And I feel weak today, like not bad weak, but like maybe I didn't eat enough calories yesterday, which is good, right? Again, game plans to lean out. We're still like, we're not done on this weight loss journey. We have lost over 80 pounds so far, but we want to get freaky. We want to get freaky, like vascular everywhere. Not just like ab veins when we're squatting, or not just ab veins when we're dehydrated, but like ab veins, like freaky, and then quad veins too. That's the goal. That's the goal. So hold me to it. We're going to get there one day, but we're not in a rush. We're taking our time. We're doing it right. Oh yeah, that's going to be super good. Woof. Cool, man. We've got those peppers. We've got our patties. So we're doing a beef patty and a turkey patty. We'll let those go ahead and get heated up. We will cut the temperature back up. So that's going to be super good. What's up, guys? Happy Saturday. We're just over here cooking our first meal of the day. We're a little behind schedule. We feel a little like weird. Feeling a little weird, little like low energy, that sort of thing. But we're vibing. We're having a good time. What is y'all's plan for Saturday? What are you doing on this fine Saturday? I am doing 500 burpees later. I made a deal with a man on the internet. That sounds worse than it actually is. One of you guys did 500 burpees. And I was like, hey man, if you record it and send me the video, I'll do 500 burpees on a live stream. And he did. And so here we are, right? I stay committed to my word. And here's the thing, when I like agreed to it, I didn't think that I would ever see this guy again. And he pops in on the live streams occasionally. And he sent me the video. And so like, again, I am committed to things that I say. So we are going to knock these out. He sent it to me and I was like, cool, man, I'll do it on Saturday. And today's Saturday. So that's where we're at. That's what we're doing. But we've had a good day so far. We went on a walk. We did our daily audit. We participated in a group call, which was super cool. I didn't really know what to expect. I've never attended that dude's group calls before, but I found value in it. I got value out of it. So it's now on my calendar. I'm going to be attending that every Saturday at 9 de la mañana. And yeah, guys, what you got for me? You got to ask questions. There's been a lot of you guys on this live stream today, and nobody's asking a question. Why? But because I've got answers. I've got answers for days. And I like it when you participate. It's much more fun. It is much more fun. We have to go to the grocery store soon, though, because we are going to run out of things and we need to restock, because running out of food is the fastest way to fall off of your nutrition plan. When you have a goal and you run out of food, convenience, guys. It's all about convenience. As soon as you're faced with that decision, it's a very slippery slope. You run out of food, you're like, oh man, it'd be super easy just to run down to the restaurants downstairs. Because I live in one of those apartments where there's like businesses underneath. and I love it. It's super convenient. And there's a couple really nice restaurants beneath me. There's like a steakhouse, like super nice. They've got like a terrace, sort of like outdoor seating, which is dope. And then so that's super nice. There's a barbecue restaurant beneath me, and then there is also like this pizza place, and that, guys, that's my favorite one so far. Um, they do like beer, pizza, and the food there is good, guys. It's real good. So, again, that is literally like I can look out my back window and all of the outdoor seating to the restaurants is right there. And so it's one of those things of like, cool man, let's like set myself up for success. That way we don't make we're not forced to make a decision that we would regret, right? Eating food isn't a bad choice, but making spur of the moment decisions based off of our emotions can be a bad choice, right? If it's like premeditated or whatever fits our goals, like values, principles, goals, totally good. But if it's like heat of the moment, like, oh, I'm craving food, the late night munchies, and then we go eat pizza, like, guys, that's not how we get to our goals. And so, again, setting our environment up for success, making sure that the fridge always has options is super good. So that's the goal. That's what we're going after. Dope, guys. That looks fantastic. Looks amazing. Cool. We'll cut that down a little bit. We're going to get some rice to get the rice in our belly. We do 2 cups of rice at this meal. I'm a creature of habit, and I'm a big fan. Big fan of super simple. So microwave that rice. It's easy, guys. It's so easy. I'm such a big fan of easy, like maybe even lazy. I don't think I'm lazy just based on like my daily, weekly, monthly, yearly outputs, but I preach this like 24/7. I tell this to everybody I work with. Minimum effective dose, guys. When somebody taught me that, it changed my life. It's like we don't have to be perfect. The person that actually taught me this was teaching me in like terms of like shooting people. Like you don't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be a bullseye. It just has to be in the kill zone. And so like you set up all of your practices based on that. And so like even to the recoil of the gun, so like gun recoils, you know exactly how it recoils. So you practice auto like anti-recoiling. I'm just making up words at this point. But basically, like you don't have to be perfect. You don't even have to like aim at center, right? It just has to be good enough, and you just have to know how to operate that system, right? And so, big fan of minimum effective dose. Yeah. So when my friend like explained that to me, we were shooting, and he was teaching me like shooting techniques and stuff like that. But it was super dope. I was like light bulb moment in my freaking life. I was like, guys, I don't have to be the best. I don't have to be perfect. I just have to be good enough to like get where I want. And good enough is like I can enjoy life. I can go on vacations. I can eat to my heart's content sometimes. I can like it's just easy, y'all. Like people do ask that. It's like it must have been hard. It wasn't. I for years, guys, I tried to lose weight and I couldn't. And I tried hard. I tried hard to like exercise, be healthy, lose weight, and I failed miserably, right? Like just constantly, just I couldn't do it. I couldn't stick to it. And then like some of the most simplest things, it's like a reframe, right? Like if any of you guys have ever been like in a sales job, like when somebody gives you an objection, like how do we reframe them, right? Like how do you pre-handle it? How do you reframe their like current beliefs, stuff like that? And like that's all it was. It was just freaking reframe of my perception of like, hey, like getting jacked isn't a function of like 100% effort all the time. It's actually like the opposite. It is. This is going to be crazy. It's going to be absolutely bananas. So I've always like, how do I want to word this? Anyway, so this is going to be bananas. Hear me out. So we've got, let's take like investing as like an example, okay? Yo, we got comments. What's up? We're going to the comments. We're going straight to the comments. Yo, what is up? How's it going? How is it going? It's just about learning to do things differently, but everybody wants a Band-Aid easy fix, some trash pill. Dude, the accent's coming out thick today. These weight loss pills are coming out with what a pathetic joke. So I am not against them. I have never used them, but tools are tools, and some people need tools. Tools are not a permanent fix, though. Just like a Band-Aid's not a permanent fix. So I think your Band-Aid analogy makes a lot of sense. But some people need the light at the end of the tunnel, the beacon of hope, whatever it be, genetics, environment, nature versus nurture, just the path that they've chosen to walk in life. Tools are useful, right? And so, I mean, a seatbelt's a tool. And most people would be like, yeah, seatbelts are great. But then I could make the argument like seatbelts are a joke, right? Like you shouldn't drive where you need a seatbelt. You should drive safely, and so should everybody else. So seatbelts are a joke. No, I might not choose to wear my seatbelt when I drive, but seatbelts like serve a function, right? Like they're not a joke. And so things like that, right? But they're a tool, and they shouldn't be relied on as like the permanent solution. It should be a tool to get you to a place where you can actually learn the skills to do it yourself, right? Because think about like, why do people go to rehab, right? To remove themselves from the environment. That way they can return to baseline. They've got so much stimulus, so much things just going on in their life. They need to remove all of the variables in order to find success, right? Like chemical addiction is tough. And the whole reason that they go to rehab, the rehab is removed from everything, no phones, no contact, no whatever, no relationships, all of that, is to remove the variables that can distract from the goal. And so that's exactly what these weight loss pills, these shots, whatever you want to call them, these GLP-1s, Ozempic, tirzepatide, retatrutide, they're a tool to help remove the variables. You hear people talk about it all the time, the food noise. And that's all it is. It removes the food noise. That way you can now focus on other things, right? If you're constantly just binge eating to the point where like you're shame, guilt, like you're 100 pounds overweight and you don't feel good, you hate yourself, all these things, right? You're an alcoholic, whatever the case may be. How are you ever going to be able to work on yourself to the point where you can like affect real change, right? In order to be the agent of change in your life, you have to have like the cognitive wherewithal to actually like drive yourself forward. The law of the lid, you're doing the best you can right now. And in order to do better, you have to know more, right? And so you have to download information from the universe, whether it be experience, books, mentorship, whatever the case may be. You need more information inside of you before you can actually elevate your circumstance. Law of the lid, right? And so if you're overwhelmed with all of these variables, you can't download more information from the universe. And so in order to do that, you have to start removing variables, the most distracting variables. For people that are chronically overweight, obviously they have an eating problem. And so using these things, again, can be a really, really effective tool for removing variables so you can actually learn, get better, and start to make meaningful change in the future. And so that's my opinion. I'm sticking to it, but we are gonna flavor our food because geez Louise, guys, we love us some spices. We're gonna use a decent amount of cinnamon today. That's my plan. We're gonna put some cinnamon on this guy. Then a little bit of cayenne pepper. I think I used too much cayenne pepper yesterday. We like cayenne, but too much, right? Too much. Oh my goodness, guys. That cinnamon. Girl, it smells so good. Cool. And then some seasoned salt. We will mix this. Oh my goodness, y'all. It smells so good. Yeah. Cool, guys. Fantastic. freaking tastic. That smells good. Yes, indeed. Big fan of that right there. Cool. So we will let that, we'll put a little bit more liquid in it. Boom. We'll get that nice and delicious. Delicious and nutritious, right, guys? Delicious and nutritious. So now we've got that. That's good to go. We'll move that off of the heat. We will put our spices back. Agreed. What's up, guys? So let's get to a few more of the comments. I think they're fine as long as people are honest about using them. We know the risks of being overweight. So for some people, it's worth the risk or taking the shot. Yeah. So in general, like I completely agree with that, but informed consent, right? Like I said, I choose to drive without a seatbelt. It's my choice. Like I'm aware of the consequences. It may be ridiculous. It may be the stupidest thing in the world, but again, it's my choice and it doesn't affect other people, right? Some people are going to make the argument that like your loved ones, it affects them. You should be confident and competent enough in your own self that like knowing when other people make choices for themselves, like you're going to be fine either way. Of course, like I'll be sad if my loved ones die, but again, like I'm going to be fine and functional regardless of what happens in my external environment. So that's not a very good reason to justify somebody else making choices in their best or worst interest. But yes, informed consent. Be aware of the risks. If you don't know the risks, have somebody explain to you the risks and then make the choice, right? Really shouldn't be anything different than that. It's more like a Sherpa than like, hey, you need to do this. No. If you choose to do this, here's the most likely outcome. If you choose to do this, here's the most likely outcome. Here's the risks involved. How would you like to proceed? That is how I want to live my life. And that's how I would encourage people to live their life. And that is how I work with people. Like, it's very much like, hey man, here's how it works. Let's make the choice together. What are your goals? Where are you at? How would you like to move forward? And then I'll guide you along the way. They didn't really choose the path. They took the bait, the cultural bait. I don't think I agree with you. I don't think I agree with that. So you can never use too much cayenne. I don't know about that. I don't disagree with like the flavor. I like the flavor. I like the spice. But yesterday I used way too much cumin with the cayenne, and I didn't like it. I definitely didn't like the smell of it. And the flavor was weird. So I had to add a little bit of mustard, and it kind of brought it back to like a good baseline. So that was good. But I really like spices, y'all. Spices are good. So we are almost done cooking our food. We are gonna go ahead and get some berries, guys. I've been super lazy. So I still haven't meal prepped my frozen berries. So we have to do the microwave again, which is okay. It'll be okay. It'll be good either way. But we're going to get the berries not frozen. Some people, I saw a video yesterday on Instagram of this dude that was talking about how good the frozen berries were in the yogurt. And I was like, why? Why would we want frozen berries in yogurt? They're not as flavorful. It is harder to like ingest. You have to actually chew it. And like you still have to chew the berries when they're not frozen, but you get to enjoy the like fruitiness, the like suppleness. You get to enjoy the fruit for what it is. Like, why would we want like crunchy, hard berries? And I actually feel like it takes away from like the texture of the yogurt. I like the texture of the yogurt with the juices all through it. I think it is better. If better butter makes the bitter batter better, does better batter make the, I don't even know what I'm saying. I'm just talking, y'all, because I think I messed up that tongue twister, and that is a-okay. But agreed. I'm glad somebody agrees with me. I'm glad somebody agrees with me. But what's up, guys? So ask me some more questions. We're almost done with our meal. We are almost done with the meal prep. But guess what? I don't know if you guys know this, but we're doing 500 burpees on a live stream. We are live streaming 500 burpees. I originally said I was going to do it at 11 a.m., but schedules got changed. We did something else at 9 a.m., which was when I was going to cook. So we cooked at 10 a.m. Now, so everything's moved back an hour. Instead of 11 a.m., we are going to live stream the burpees at 12 p.m. We are going to do 500 burpees 4 times. We made a deal with somebody, and so we stick to our commitments, and we're going to rock and roll. I'm going to be really honest. I don't want to do it at all. I do not want to do it. I don't like doing burpees. I certainly don't like doing 500 in a row. And outside of, it's a really bad look, especially public declarations on the internet, right? If I go back on my word, everybody's going to like murder me in the comments. Everybody's going to like quit coming to my channel. I'm not going to be able to grow, all these things, right? So we got to stick to our commitments. It's important in general, but I feel like it's especially important on the internet. And so I didn't expect this guy. So it's one of you guys, it's one of the viewers. And I didn't expect him to send me a video of him doing 500 burpees. So he was in the comments. He was like, hey man, I'm doing 500 burpees. I was like, cool, man. If you video it and send it to me and you send me a link to it on Instagram, I'll do 500 burpees. Well, I thought that was the last of them, right? And then he hopped back on another live stream and was like, hey, I'm about to do it today. And I was like, dope, dude. And then he hopped on another live stream a day later and was like, I just sent it to you on Instagram. I was like, dope, dude. And so he did. And so like, I'm very glad he did. But now we have to do 500 burpees. So less excited about that, but it'll be cool. So we're going to live stream the 500 burpees at 12 p.m. today. Hopefully we'll get it done in less than an hour. It's going to be monotonous. So I think the monotony is going to kick in around 70 reps. And then I don't know what local muscle fatigue is going to look like in my low back. It's a lot of hinging, right? It's a lot of down, up, down, up, down, up. I think everything else will be fine. But yeah, so I think I'm going to treat it like an EMOM. Every minute on the minute, 10 burpees, every minute on the minute until we hit 500. We'll adapt on the fly. Again, adaptability is the way to go, but tune back in at 12 p.m. because we are almost officially done fixing our meal. But ask a question, leave a comment. Guys, I just got like, I don't know. I felt like just like this wave of just like, just come right over me. I think it's the burpees, y'all. I think it's the burpees. I am not feeling the burpees. No siree. But that's okay. Sometimes we have to do things we don't like either. Sometimes, God, that smells good, guys. This smells amazing. So, meal one of the day, it is about 1,500 calories. So we've got 2 cups of rice, a beef patty, a turkey patty, 2 cups of Greek yogurt, 1 cup of mixed berries, and then we've also got banana peppers. We used about a half a jar of banana peppers, so we crushed it. But good day, good day. We're starting our Saturday off strong. I'm excited for the day. We're making progress, guys. Like we're making real progress on the goals, and so that's the coolest thing. But I'm out of here. I'm gonna put the food in my belly, and then I will see you guys in a little bit.